If your Polish Krokiety does not end up golden brown and crispy like this, then it's probably cracked, soggy, or pale. And it's probably due to the same 3 mistakes every time, and I'll cover them right now. These here are Polish Krokiety made with the traditional mushroom and sauerkraut filling, usually used for Christmas Eve, but it is Christmas in July. The assumption with making Krokiety at home is that you need hot oil in a pan to get that color and the crispiness, when it actually is all about the structure when you form the Krokiety. So thickness of your crepe, how dry the filling is, and how you prepare the crust outside. And if you get those things right, then the air fryer is a great alternative to shallow frying these Krokiety in a pan. This recipe is part of the Taste of Poland collab, so go check out that hashtag to see some other YouTube cooks making some Polish recipes. Mistake number 1, the crepes are too thick or the batter was over mixed. So if you blend and mix and work the batter too much, you're gonna develop gluten, and that's gonna make the crepes chewy and tighter. The crepes need to have some give so that when you put the filling in and start wrapping it, it is flexible enough to wrap it tightly without breaking. You just need a couple of pulses in the blender to get the ingredients to mix together. I have a full recipe for crepes, both sweet and savory. They're both amazing. So go check that out if you want to go deeper into the world of crepes. Make sure that you rest and chill the batter, and when you cook them thin. You can technically use a crepe spreader, but I tend to just swirl the pan around with just enough batter to get a thin enough crepe. They should have no color, they should be super soft, and once they're done, just let them sit and come down to room temperature before you start working with them. Mistake number 2 is the filling, and if the filling is wet, it's going to result in them causing crepes to break. And this mistake will kill people's Krokiety. See, the sauerkraut itself is going to be full of water. You're going to expose this filling, and under heat and due to the salt, it's going to try to leach the water out of the sauerkraut. And if you introduce water into the crepes, well, it's going to cause it to tear and it's going to be a mess. So what you want to do instead is take the sauerkraut, drain the excess moisture, and then wring it out as much as you can to get anything excess out of it. And then you want to cook it as you mix it in with the mushrooms, and you cook it for a couple more minutes to draw out any extra water. For the filling, I started with some clarified butter in a pan, and I added some onions, let them get soft. I didn't let them get any color on. And then the mushrooms. The mushrooms, you don't want to wash if there's dirt. These are farm-grown mushrooms, not wild mushrooms. So just get a paper towel and just scrub off or rub off any dirt that you might see. And you want to chop them up really fine. And while some people do pulse it into something close to a puree, but still like really finely chopped, I would much rather get a hand chop, more rustic filling in my Krokiety. Add that to the pan and then just gently let this cook. I'm seasoning this with some salt, with some marjoram. You can add pepper as you want. And once this has cooked down, add in the wringed out sauerkraut, mix it well, then just taste it for seasoning after a couple of minutes. When it's done, the mixture should still be moist but not wet. You want to let this cool down all the way down to room temperature. And mistake number 3 is a wrong or a badly done crust. So even if you made sure that your crepes are perfect, the filling is not too wet, if you don't roll and bread the Krokiety properly, it's going to be a disaster as you cook them in the air fryer or the pan. While filling them, you have to make sure that you get any excess air out and you roll them really tightly. Not so tight that you're going to start to tear the crepe, but tight enough that you squeeze out any excess air, because then that air we want to escape as it heats up inside the Krokiety, because there will be some level of moisture that's going to escape from the filling, and that will cause the Krokiety to tear. As you can see in one of these Krokiety that has an air pocket. And once you have rolled them well, make sure that the eggs were whipped properly. For the breadcrumbs, I'm just using some regular breadcrumbs, but you can also use panko breadcrumbs. And make sure you dredge the Krokiety so that each corner of it is moist before you put them in the breadcrumbs. By the way, you can salt the breadcrumbs if you want. Put them in the breadcrumbs, cover each side with your clean hand. And if you want extra crispiness and you don't care about the carbs, you can always do a double breading by putting this back in the egg and then another roll of breadcrumbs. Now, because the filling and the crepes were already at room temperature, I did not have to chill before cooking. Also, for regular breadcrumbs, they don't really have to set before you start baking them. They will most likely stay stuck to the egg dredge that we have outside. But if you are using panko, go ahead and chill the breaded Krokiety in the fridge before you cook them, so that the chilling will let the egg firm up just enough to almost glue the panko to the exterior so they don't fall off as they're fry. And as you bread them, make sure that you place them seam side down. That'll make sure that they don't come undone as they are air frying. The air fry, go ahead and preheat the air fryer at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Now while the air fryer preheats, something quick that a lot of you may not already know about my new site is that you can join my kitchen. See, Line Cooks get early access to new recipes and no ads while you cruise through the website. Your name will also be in the end credits of videos just like this one, and all that is for less than a coffee per month. Links down below. And one more thing before the Krokiety goes in to air fry. See, the breadcrumbs have no fat. If you cook them without fat, they're gonna burn and you won't get a pleasant texture. So we need to add some in. So I've melted some clarified butter and I'm gonna brush the Krokiety generously with this clarified butter. This is gonna help with the Maillard reaction. It'll activate the browning. It'll ensure the crust forms evenly without burning these breadcrumbs. Single layer space between each of them and around 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna cook them for 10 to 30 minutes and flip them halfway. Crispy shell, deep savory mushroom and sauerkraut middle. And from what I've seen, you can serve this with a bowl of this beetroot soup that's popular in Polish cuisine. Gotta try that out at some point. And while I thoroughly enjoyed learning and making this Polish dish, something that I found lacking maybe because of my biases is I needed some heat. So is it really bad that I dipped the Krokiety in sriracha? Well, let me know down below. And let me know if you prefer air frying Krokiety or pan frying. See you in the next one.